Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast, a critical look at all things gaming, movies, collectibles, and so much more. I'm your host, Kyle, along with my co-host,
Rick the Rizzo, and our other co-host,
Sean.
And the other Mexican in the room, Miguel G.
And this is the episode all about the movies. That's right. This is
Critical Thinking Trailer Talk Edition.
We had trailers, but
Put together.
Run the trailer, bitch. What was the first one?
what was our first one?
Fuck.
Where are your notes, bitch?
I was like,
Man.
Damn, you think we fucking new
Are
and
there
shit?
like fumes just coming up from this can over here?
I know one of the movies. Can I? Oh, go ahead.
Velvet Buzzsaw. This is the one with
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah. Doing his Nick Cage.
Okay, well, first of all, yeah, that's what Miguel and I definitely got. We definitely got the Nick Cage vibes off this. Like, he's definitely channeling his inner Nick Cage, and by which I mean he probably had Nick Cage in the bedroom with him. Never mind.
the synopsis of the movie is the fact that he's an art critic,
Yeah.
and as he's critiquing everybody's art, ends up this guy died. Ends up he had a lot of art. So, what's the other actress that says I can make you rich? I think it was Renee Russo.
Yeah, Renee Russo's in it. So is John Malkovich.
And they go ahead and they're like, yeah, go make her rich with all these paintings. And then come to find out these paintings are haunted.
Yeah, because he used blood.
Yeah.
Real blood. And semen.
I was waiting for that other shoe to drop.
But it's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Because they move.
The pictures move. It's killing people.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the monkey one. That was creepy as shit.
Jake's going
on Nick Cage.
Yeah, he's going on.
He had eyes bugged out wide. He was like, "It's fucking crazy, man. They're crazy." Like this, and we were like, "It's Nick Cage."
What's funny is all these creepy movies that are coming out are going to Netflix. Netflix is putting some money into these movies.
Mm-hmm. And this actually looks kind of good, to be honest with you. The whole premise about haunting paintings, you've seen movies like that before, the face moves, the eyes move, but never seen them come out and grab you like this.
Yeah.
Or different things. And because the paintings were made with human blood. Which is I think that's kind of like from another horror movie I think I've seen before, but again, not to the premise they're taking this. This looks kind of good. And you're right, Rick. Netflix is doing some shit. They've gotten rid of all their superhero stuff, obviously, because of what's going on. But they're coming out with the horrors now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I think they're doing themselves a favor by not taking themselves too seriously.
True.
Like the way it's coming off is like that it's not like, oh, this is so believable that this would happen in real life. But at the same time, it is going with the sinister edge of it, and it's going a little bit over the top. And I think they're embracing that fact, and then they're bringing in Jake Gyllenhaal to actually bring in the acting expertise, and so they're being a little more experimental, which is what needed to happen with horror.
But you said Jake Gyllenhaal, but they also bring in the other actors, like the Renee Russos and the John Malkoviches. They're bringing
big name actors.
Yeah, it's because I guess it doesn't cost much to make movies on Netflix. And to make the movie, make sure it's substantial, make sure it's good, we're going to throw this in there. I mean, let's look at Bird Box.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock and John Malkovich and B.D. Wong. And I mean, and freaking Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, these are just people that are in the movie. So yeah, Netflix can do what they wanted until Disney buys them.
Eventually.
I would have thought they would have already, though, over Daredevil and the Punisher and shit like that. If they were going to buy them, you would think it would have already happened.
I think Disney's waiting in the weeds to see if they can make some more money, and then boom, they're ours.
I bet you that it's Netflix. It's just like, no, we want like 5 times that. And Disney's like, fuck no, we're not going to do that. Because, they're really more seasoned in business. So they're like, no, we're not going to fucking pay that much.
But Netflix has that money from The Rock and everything else. They got that. That $5 million is chump change.
Well, Disney's the old money. Netflix is the new money.
Nice. Okay.
The Rockefellers are going to win,
But this is it looks really good.
It looks good.
I'm down for it.
I'm down to watch it. It's coming out in February. So
it's not going to cost me no money.
No. Well, of course not. It's costing me money.
What are you trying to say, man?
I don't have to say much. I just said it there.
A little family usury and extortion,
Look. If he so happens to want to give it away, and what am I supposed to say? No?
I don't know how to take that. I'm not going to take that. I'm out of here.
All right, the second trailer we saw was Punisher Season 2 coming on Netflix also.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That's all I can say.
I think John Bernthal found his inner Punisher
Mm-hmm.
and took it all out on everybody.
Yeah, I like the little meme Punisher canceled Netflix. Instead of Netflix canceling the Punisher. This is going to be better than season 1, and that season 1 was great.
They said the actor that's playing Jigsaw, he was saying his character Jigsaw, he's embracing the character more in this one, so you'll get to know not only Jigsaw because of his face being cut up, his brain, his everything's all fucked up there. So that's how he's going to portray it.
I think you would too after the Punisher takes your face and smashes it into a goddamn mirror how many times and then fucks you up some more. You kind of have a little problem after that.
Piecing your shit back together.
I just didn't cut my face shaving, bro. They had to like glue my jaw back, and I mean the Punisher fucked his ass up.
Yeah.
And the actor, he is a no-name actor too. Yeah, he was in some other movies, and I've seen him in some other movies. He's a good actor. So just so sad that it's going to be the last season on Netflix.
Yeah,
but I'm a binge.
I think it is going to be the best one, to be honest. I got very strong Matrix vibes. Very strong. What the fuck was the other movie I was saying? Like Max Payne. Mm-hmm. Like the movie, and of course the video games are fucking awesome, but the movie was, amazing. Was done so good. It was so underrated for how good a movie it was. And you definitely got both vibes. You definitely got it's the classic man vengeance story. Like you gotta love it. There's no getting away from just how enticing that shit is, and just seeing all of the violence right there in the trailer of just the vicious, guttural, barroom brawl kind of shit of him fucking breaking necks and shit. Like this is gonna be fun to watch. This is just gonna be amazing.
Now, isn't Jessica Jones also in? They have one season left too.
They have another season of Jessica Jones,
and that's it.
They haven't said they canceled or anything, but Netflix said even though they canceled the other ones, you can still binge them. Everything, they're gonna still keep them up there.
Okay.
And like I said, everybody thinks it's because the Disney streaming service is coming and that they're going to push them onto there. But Disney can't do anything with them for like a year or so they have to actually sit it out.
So you already signed up for your Disney streaming yet?
I don't even know what it's called, so I don't have
it. Okay, well, let me know when you do.
Because I want to check out Mandalorians.
Let me know when you do. I'll be here for the hookup.
I already got the DC streaming service. Titans was fucking badass.
Yeah, when am I supposed to get that connection? Just let it be known Rick's a baller, bro. That's all I got to say.
A baller, I just know how to manage my money.
Oh. What are you, Guido now?
Yeah, Guido. No, but I watched Titans. Titans is a really good series. It's really dark. Next season is going to be fucked up. That's all I got to say.
I just want to see Raven.
Raven be Raven?
Yeah.
Good. Well, Raven kind of getting there because their father is pushing her. Trigon is in the show.
Nice. Oh, shit, I got to see this now.
Yeah, so it's good. It's getting, the way it ended, I was just like, it left it like, what the fuck? That's all I have to say.
Like she said in Teen Titans Go, you can't stop the Batman. Still the greatest cartoon ever.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go was
you gotta
awesome.
play the beats, yo.
Next trailer we saw was called IO.
Yeah.
Which is the one that has Anthony Mackie in it.
Who's the girl?
I don't know who the girl is. It's another Netflix movie. Like I said, they're really pulling up the money. This is basically, I guess, we destroyed Earth, basically, as the way we are, the way our things going in Earth.
It's Fallout and Wall-E.
Yeah.
All the other movies.
Wall-E. Wall-Eva.
Wall-E.
And then they went on ahead and they...
You know how I know you're gay?
Because you are gay, so you know I'm gay. It takes one to know one.
Nice. Touche.
But this one, they're going to Io, which is one of the moons of Jupiter. And I guess supposedly that moon is similar to our atmosphere here, so that's why all the planet Earth evacuated to there. And Anthony Mackie and the girl that's in there, they're trying to go to the last ship that's going to head off over there.
Well, the actor's name is Margaret Qualley. You would know her as Jill Garvey on the HBO TV series The Leftovers, or Mia Sutton in Death Note. I don't know any of those movies. Then she was Amelia in The Nice Guys.
I know she was in Death Note.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
But, well, I mean, all in all, just from the way it was and everything, I mean, it looks like they did a good job on how they made the post-apocalyptic. Mm-hmm. It looks really good. It kind of gave away the twist about, I thought they were like, oh, Sean making it to the thing. But it's like, I think the trailer kind of gave away too much.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, they moved the launch thing. Now they can't leave Earth. They're kind of stuck here
Right.
on this. And, well, it looks good. Like I said, I still would check it out.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean?
I think you're right. They gave away a little bit too much of the premise. I think they should have left us like, oh, they're in an apocalyptic world. That's all we know. And there's like maybe some kind of hope to get off and survive. And that should have been it. Like, that would have been better as far as the whole leaving us in suspense. So as a trailer, they kind of fucked that up. They kind of failed a little bit. But it does look like an interesting movie to watch. It does kind of like just the feel of it gives me the like the vibe of War of the Worlds, like the one where they had the one with
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise, yeah, the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds. Definitely, it gave me a similar kind of vibe to that. But there's definitely a they took notes from Fallout and some video games, definitely. So I think it looks worth the watch. It looks worth checking out. I think it could be actually interestingly done. I don't think there's going to be a lot of action. It's going to be more of the thriller of, are these environmental things going to kill us? It might be a little more on the dramatic side, but it could be interesting. The actress looks like she does a pretty good job. I like they have a good chemistry from the trailer, it seems like. So I think it'd be worth watching just to see those two going back and forth and how they work together to try to get out in a Fallout kind of way.
Yeah. What about you, Miguel?
It looks interesting. The premise sounds like another movie I've seen before. A trailer, I just can't think of it right now. It's coming out here on the 18th.
Couple of days.
On the 18th, January. I'm going to watch it. I mean, I like Anthony Mackie. I just want to see how it's going to go. You're right. It did give a lot away. But I still got to see it. You realize Elle Fanning was supposed to play in this movie, but she got replaced by the young lady who replaced her.
Wow, did not know that.
Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, Netflix, I'm going to watch it. I don't have to pay anything for it. It's there.
Keep saying that over and over again.
I'm sorry.
He's rubbing it in.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just saying, you got the opportunity, you watch it. Why not? That's what America's coming to because again, going back to Uber, I talked to somebody at Uber and we were talking about movies and stuff. And she goes, yeah.
That's what America's coming to? Netflix and chill?
Pretty much because she's like, yeah, I don't even have regular TV anymore. I just watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you
go. All right, next
Netflix and sex.
Yeah.
Wow.
Next trailer we saw was called Us. This is the one done by
Peele.
Mm-hmm. He did, what's the other one? God dang, I can't remember.
It's a horror movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was another horror movie that did really well.
Now you got me wondering myself. I don't forget.
But this one is different now. He's like, the family moved into a new house, and it shows the boy going, and there was strangers, and there was like a family outside the door when they got home, and ends up, when they took the mask off, it was them. It was like the evil versions of them.
Yeah. You talking about Get Out?
Yeah, Get Out.
Yeah,
that was the one he done before that did real well. This one looks like you said, it's like their evil version of it. Like Miguel said, it was like Rick and Morty, where he took the evil part of Rick out. And
yeah,
that's just what it is.
Come on, man, you like Keanu?
Keanu,
the cat?
Oh, Keanu was. It was
you like Black KK Clans, man?
I never watched that one.
No, this movie looks trip. I will go and say I am down for this because it just creeped the shit out of me. It's something new. Sean was like, I didn't see that shit happening. I didn't see that coming. And it's just creepy as fuck. I mean, come to think of it, how would you battle your evil self?
My evil self is probably just like my regular self.
You're not evil at all.
We're just chilling.
Your evil comes out of your dead man.
He's too middle of the road. Like, it's just like the bad guy and the good guy. Let's just smoke some weed. It's all good.
What the fuck?
It's like, finally, I can play somebody a game that we do the same.
He's too balanced.
You got to think about it. Okay, think about this. These guys they're not bad people. They're decent people, but their evil people are like a certain level of extreme. So, given that, as the kid is nice, the kids are innocent. And so their person is like, so you have both ends of the spectrum. You have the super angel and extremely evil. And that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So think about it as your own self. Where do you put yourself on a level of good? So how evil will your evil be?
Well, can I get a little psychological here?
Go ahead.
There is what is generally known as your shadow, which is the darker, suppressed self that wants to do all the fucked up things that you're ashamed of, that you will try to hide from yourself, you don't want to believe, could even be in you, and that potential is there. In a lot of ways, the more, kind of like what you were saying, the more you actually do have kind of like a noble nature, and you want to do what's right, and you want to do what's good, in some ways it can actually show how dark that extreme is. So you're trying really hard to get away from that extreme, from how bad it really is. So being the way I am, I've taken a lot of time, in reflection and knowing myself, and I know that's a pretty messed up side. Like, I don't want to go there. Like, the reality is, if you want to know who the scariest person on the planet is, it's yourself. Like, it's what you can become. If you get that awareness of just how dark the inside of you can really be, just how twisted you can really be, instead of just trying to throw this out here, well, I'm just the product of my environment, and other people are the product of their environments, and, some people are just this way because of wherever they came from. No, if you deal with the reality that we all have the potential for true evil, and you really look inside yourself and you see that about who you are, it's terrifying.
Well, I've always been a firm believer, and I say this all the time, everyone is one step away from going to that line. You're one bad move, not you making a move, just one bad thing happening to you that can push you over that edge. Even to the most holiest person in the world, I'll say. I think that everybody has that capability of crossing that line. And some things stop you. Some, I don't know if it's, I don't know what actually stops you from not crossing. You said it yourself. You don't want to come there, but, quite honestly, if you're already fucked in the head, what's stopping you from crossing over?
I think that scientifically what it comes right down to is, we try to reduce things down to algorithms and calculations, and I think at the end of the day, you really can't do that with the human will. I think that it is a thing. And if you go away from science more towards phenomenology, saying, okay, fuck explanations, what actually happens? At the end of the day, we decide how we respond to things. And there's always this cumulative effect. It's like compound interest. You make one certain decision in the face of maybe a terrible disaster. Like, even in the comics, stories reveal a lot about the way we think. And in the comics, you have terrible events that happen, one to a guy who ends up becoming a villain, another who ends up becoming a hero. Is it because the circumstances were any different? No, it was because they chose to see things a certain way from that traumatic event.
You don't think that an environment might have played nurture versus,
What I believe is that the environment gives you
nurture, I guess.
The environment gives you access to an extreme. It's polarization, and you choose which path you're going. It's red or blue pill. It's binary. So the worst things that happen either end up bringing out the best in you, or they bring out the worst.
So let's take it a step further. Okay, let's say it's none of that. Let's say no environment, none of that thing. You and Rick are in the same environment. You both go a certain way, but let's add the supernatural to it.
I think it ends up being the same way. I think things end up balancing out. I think that the universal law that ends up coming right down to, it really is choice. It really is decision. I think free will can't be disqualified by science, because the issue with science is that it's always restricted within the realm of their understanding. And the issue with a universe that is, constantly growing, is nearly infinite compared to our understanding. How can you define it within just a vague part of spectrum of mortal consciousness when we have this unconscious mind that we know is vastly, more huge, more expansive than our conscious side? How can we try to define everything within the aspects of just what we know by scientific law, when constantly even scientific law gets redefined, even scientific law gets disproven? We go from Aristotle to Newtonian to Einsteinian to quantum mechanics. Science, its fallacy, its problem is that it can only go as far as what we can understand at this point. And what we can understand at this point is only based on the conscious mind. So,
thank you, Tom Cruise. Scientology man here. But what about the metaphysical? What about what I'm going with? What about the demons? What about the so-called religious factor?
I think that, I think that if, assuming
Satan is here, pushing you toward that direction. Is he pushing you? Is it all in your head? Is it real? Is it?
I mean, if we try to go towards the spiritual element, which we can from the quantum mechanical and from kind of a strings theory basis, that there's higher dimensions, there's things beyond our reality. If you go in that direction, then it kind of comes down to who is the superior force, and then the question is how free is free will? And if it is truly free will, then you can choose between the bad guy and the good guy, which means that once again, neither God, if we say that he's the sum of everything that's good, nor the devil, if we say he's the sum of everything that's evil, can force you to make one decision or the other. So it really this is where things come down to
free will is an interesting topic.
Yeah, because we're boiling down to something that's really more the realm of philosophers than the realm of science. When science tries to get into the space of philosophy, they fuck up, because the reality is it has limitations, and you have to accept those limitations. If you don't accept those limitations, fuck you.
Fuck it, I can walk on
You're
air.
not a good thinker.
I can walk on air. Ain't you ever watched Bulletproof Monk? But I guess, long story, we just went all the way around on a deep talk there. That's why we think Us is going to be a good movie. We really think it's going to get the thinkers thinking, and it's going to really freak you out, because Sean is right. You are possibly the most evil thing in your own environment. Is you.
You're your own worst enemy.
Pretty much. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Good. Well said, Rick. How come you can say that 30 fucking minutes ago after me and Sean were talking about?
All this fucking
I know it's bullshit right here. Let me tell you, Charles Darwin clearly said.
Confucius say.
Look, the lie detector proved that was a lie. You are not the father.
Anyways.
Hey guys, just breaking in here really quick to tell you some exciting news. We're now officially sponsored by that entrepreneurial rapping sensation from the ATL. That's right, the True Showtime. He's now sponsored the Critical Thinking Podcast. Thanks to his support, we're going strong this year with some brand new equipment on the way. Stay tuned for the next episode after this one, which will be featuring the man himself. And with that, enjoy the rest of this episode.
I can buy up the mall cause I got hella bang, bang. I can ball every day cause I got hella bang, bang. You got a window shop cause you got no bang, bang. And you can't get no pussy cause you got no bang, bang.
Last trailer we saw, everybody's probably seen it, right? But we never talked about it. The new Hellboy trailer came out with, what's his name?
I don't know the guy.
James Ayer?
I think so. It's shit.
And it's not Ron Perlman.
Again, it's shit.
But Ron Perlman did actually train him. They did actually work together and kind of took notes and compared notes. And so it's not like he's coming at this with no continuity from the past.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that, and I'm fine the movie that looks good, and the guy has a different take on it. I mean, the way he's acting, it doesn't, it's not Ron Perlman, obviously.
Yeah.
But, dude, Ron Perlman was the one behind all this. Like, come on, we got to do this. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to... And then they omit him? The fuck? Dude, seriously, if there's a role, there's certain actors that are made for certain fucking roles. I mean, I don't give a damn if they can do anything else as well, but it's just like, oh my God, you're perfect. John Bernthal. Oh my God, without him, he's an asshole as Shane in The Walking Dead, which is perfect. But then you look at him as the Punisher, like, oh my God. I thought Thomas Jane was the best Punisher until I seen John Bernthal. Like, what the freak? I mean, there's just certain actors that can play. John Wick. Keanu Reeves. I can't see anybody else pulling that shit off. Denzel Washington as, I can't think of his character right now. But anyway, it's just some actors are born for those roles. And I think he was born for Hellboy. So that's the only thing that bothers me as a fan. That being said, I'm still going to see it because it still looks good. I like the guy from Stranger Things. Sean made mention about how the movie's a little dark and some other stuff, but it does seem like it's having little comedian issues in there. But I'm down for it. I just want to see the horns.
I mean, to be honest, I thought that the older two were actually more comic, and this one seems like a little darker edge. I feel like they took more of a video game aesthetic to the way it was, which in my opinion is better, because the other one seemed like the older Marvel movies that couldn't stand up to like the newer Marvel movies. Like, it looks like to me, and I'm not talking actors here. So actors-wise, I feel you, and it feels like, why do they have to put them out? Who knows? Maybe it's political, or maybe it's like we're cutting off from the past Hellboys and trying to make a distinction that this is different. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, because you just said there was 2 before, obviously, so this is number 3. So why is this one called Hellboy 2?
Not Hellboy. It's not Hellboy 2. It's
What
just
is-
Hellboy.
I thought I had two. I thought I had the things in there.
No, it's just
Okay, my bad. It looked like okay. So we're breaking. Okay, so we're rebooting.
Yeah, so
I'm also
What the
thinking,
hell?
I'm also kind of thinking a little bit. Ron Perlman's getting up in age, even though we know he can still
Yeah.
have the physical caliber.
right, if they want to do more movies down the line, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
They get a younger actor.
What the fuck, man? Freaking Thanos. Hello.
Yeah, but he's saying, like, what if they have a shot at having a trilogy from this?
Oh, so
Yeah.
you think he'll be dead before? Okay, I got you.
And this, that might be a good theory. But I mean, overall, I would say from what I looked at it, it was. I mean, let's be honest. The older two were really more cult, hits.
They're cult classics.
They're not. They were not going to be like the Avengers. They were not going to be huge hits. This one, I feel like, has a more of a mainstream shot.
I tell you what I want, and I hope it happens. If he comes back to Comicpalooza, I like us to interview Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy.
That would be fun.
I got to interview him for the first time back in the day. It was kind of cool, but I wasn't too familiar with Hellboy as much, so I was kind of out of my
league.
Yeah. So I want to know what his take is. See what he thinks.
Yeah.
And if he had any influence in the movie.
Yeah. But I don't know. Would you see it in the movie theater or would you wait till the
Absolutely.
Redbox?
I would see it in the theater.
Yeah, I would matinee it.
Yeah.
Because Braden would probably come with me and my wife too. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm waiting for another Blaze.
Me too, to be honest.
It's like, all right. That was our trailer talk right there that we have right now. Now, there's some news I do have in my head.
We'll throw some news. You're gay.
No.
Rick's coming out.
Yay! 2019, the year of the homo. Sapien.
Did y'all like Sopranos?
You know what? All I know is it faded to black in the last episode. I never saw a single episode of
I
Sopranos.
watched the entire thing. Yeah.
Are you serious? You binged?
I binged. I saw it all in like 2 weeks.
Never
But
seen
you
it.
liked it, right?
I loved it. Yeah.
Well, they're doing a Sopranos prequel for how it started.
Oh, no. What's it
Really?
called?
Yeah.
So is it going to be like his dad or what?
I don't know how it's going to be. I just know it's before the Sopranos itself.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
John Bernthal is going to be in.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be more violent. That's what it tells me.
So how long did The Sopranos run for?
Oh, dude,
How many seasons?
that was like 7 seasons, right?
Like 7 or 8
So
seasons.
how many
7 or 8
episodes?
seasons. Fuck, I mean, that was at least like 20 or 30 episodes a season, maybe.
Something like that. It was a
Holy
lot.
Jesus. So that means I would have to really binge watch this shit
Oh,
so I could catch
It
what
would
the hell
take a
John
while.
Barron thought. Or do I even need to see The Sopranos to see the
Well, I
preview?
don't know because it's going to be before. So
So it would lead me into watching.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I might do that then.
first off, one of the things about The Sopranos, and this is for the audience, for those that may not know about it, it was actually one of the shows that was actually very accurate to what the mafia was like. In fact, it was accurate enough that it actually had real mafia people that watched it, and they would actually comment and say, and send a letter and say, now that's not something that a mob boss would do. Because everything else was so right on that they would nitpick, and they actually said, like, Tony Soprano's like, a mob boss would never wear, like, capri shorts or whatever. And so they even, like, would throw it in the series, and they said,
That's
what are you
awesome.
doing, Tony? Like, nobody would be
James
wearing
Gandolf fucking Feeney, bro. That's all I got to say.
rest in peace. He passed away.
Fuck. That's right.
Yeah.
But
But like
he
I
got
said,
shot. The mafia got him.
Damn.
But in all, when they said John Bernthal to play, I don't know if he's going to be a young Tony Soprano or if he's going to be one of the characters.
That'd be
But
awesome.
I was all like, wow, we got John Bernthal coming in. He's coming.
Maybe he's his dad. That would be interesting if he's Tony's father.
Beat the shit out of him when he was a kid.
You're
talking to me?
Oh, wait, hold on. If we see John Bernthal as the Punisher, but can you see him as a mob boss
Yes, I could.
or a mob hitman?
Yes, I could.
I see him as a hitman.
He's got that look,
for sure.
man. He's got that fucking badass look.
I mean, I'm not sure if I could see him as a boss per se, because he seems more of like a doer than like a guy just giving orders. But
He's a doer.
I mean,
You got more news? More shows?
I mean, I have some other stuff. Like they were talking about
I know something that's got greenlit.
what, Coming to America 2?
You motherfucker.
Coming to America 2. It was actually pitched. It's confirmed. It's going
that's
to
for
be
sure. Okay.
Eddie and Arsenio, right?
Yeah, a whole cast coming back, and it's supposed to be Eddie coming back to America to find his long lost son, which doesn't make any sense to me because when he was here the whole time, he didn't do anything. He didn't, unless
It was between movies.
Unless him and his wife separate, and then she was pregnant when she came back to America,
And then she died?
and then maybe passed away.
Or maybe she had a son.
maybe-
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
That's the only thing I'm kind of going into.
No, because he was with Peaches. My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. Akeem likes to touch my right breast.
But yeah, that was greenlit. That was like
I was Joan of Arc in my former life.
I'm just curious though. Is it gonna go to Eddie Murphy's family side, or is it gonna go back to Eddie Murphy coming to America side?
And I don't know.
That is gonna be the hard because he's not writing. I forget the director that's doing
Mr.
it.
McDowell gonna be in this too?
I'll tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be Wakanda.
Nice. Wakanda forever.
There's that one. And then talking about Disney, let's go back to Disney and Marvel.
Uh-huh.
We got the Fox greenlit. That's pretty much in the mix. They're already talking. The guy that did the movie with Christian Bale recently, where Christian Bale gained all the weight to play Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That one called was it Vice?
Uh-huh.
That director had to ask Feige about if he can throw in a Marvel pun into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They had Dick Cheney say, "Oh, you're kind of like Galactus." So that was kind of thrown in. So Galactus might, because he wants to do a Galactus movie.
Okay.
So, and a Silver Surfer movie.
As long as they do better than that stupid shit they did before.
So, yeah. And it's, come on, it's Disney now controlling it, not Fox. So he let him use it because he had to get licenses to throw that just the Galactus thing in there. Because Kevin Feige wants to bring all them over here now.
That's nice.
So in actuality, if you think about it, it might be a Galactus Silver Surfer movie that we might get first when we finally get them all.
So pretty much it's when he's his herald and then he turns against him.
Yeah.
I would rather see Silver Surfer than a Fantastic Four. He was way more interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Surfer as Galactic's herald is a good storyline.
Yeah.
And then when he turns against Galactus.
Yeah.
And then whenever that's when he brings in the other guy, his other herald, that'd be pretty sweet.
Like the cartoon in the 90s was awesome.
As long as he's not a friggin' dust.
Not dust. Yeah, they were talking about that. They were also talking. There was rumors, and I really don't think it's going to happen. But they said Hugh Jackman might make a cameo in Endgame.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard there might be a cameo of him in there. Yeah,
but I think it's just rumors. I don't think it's anything official.
What about Ryan Reynolds coming hard at Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine? So him and Deadpool.
Well, Marvel. I think the reason why they did Once Upon a Deadpool, the PG-13 movie during Christmas, to see how audience would take it. But I think it didn't make a lot of money because we've all seen it. And they think the PG was like, oh, we had enough Deadpool. But it still made a little bit of money, but not as much. But I think as the rated R aspect of it, bringing all the other characters that he can mix them with. And so I'm all like, we actually might get a rated R Avengers movie with him in it.
I would like to see the Deadpool crossing over with Spider-Man. The arcs are really good in the comics. That'd be pretty good. But the Peter Parker,
the downfall is there was Sony, not Fox. Spider-Man's with Sony.
Take some money, bro.
But after is it Far From Home is the next one, right? Yeah. After Far From Home, they got to redo the negotiation. I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and
well, it's mutually beneficial because it builds the icon for both Sony and Disney.
And I think the thing with the backing there, it makes Tom Holland solidifies him as Spider-Man more so than Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, even though they're not bad. I think because of the combination there, and Tom Holland is well received.
Yeah, and then now we also got Jared Leto going to play Morbius. Hence, why Blade might come back. Wesley Snipes.
The Snips! He's a little too old, bro.
Or if he doesn't look old.
You know who they get? Maybe they get Iron Fist. Luke Cage to play him.
Yeah. But I don't know. Do you want the martial arts Luke Cage? Or do you the martial arts Blade? Or do you want
the sword Blade?
I want
sword Blade.
Well, then who would you bring in then as Blade then? Because, don't get me wrong. Actor that plays Luke Cage. Forever. He's already Black Panther.
Idris Elba.
Well, he's dead now. Yeah, you can probably bring him in now.
I don't know. I don't. Well, Blade doesn't age.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So yeah, they could probably get away with Wesley Snipes. That'd be awesome because Snipes can fight some kung fu.
He wants to come back and do it.
I want another Blade.
I would love to see him as Blade.
Are you ready, motherfucker? I like that.
Especially if they let him go harder edge.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing.
So Leto is confirmed to play Morbius.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Freaking awesome. So yeah, so I do see Blade coming back.
And then you think about it, they can also throw him into the Carnage movie, or in the, not Carnage movie, but the Venom's movie.
Yeah, but think about it though. Morbius isn't your average vampire though. He's so Blade. Spider-Man's not gonna let Blade do anything to him.
No, but I mean that's. I don't know how the Morbius movie is going to be. I don't know if he's going to be with the Venom verse or if he's going to be with the Spider Verse.
Leto, he gets into his character, so that's gonna be good. Leto's actually a damn good actor, believe it or not.
He is.
He's an amazing singer, one of my favorite bands in the whole world, but he is just an amazing actor.
So he's going to be on set drinking blood? What are you drinking? It's,
while he's listening to 30 Seconds to Mars. Oh! Get ready to sing. That's cool, man. That's going to be some great movies.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin Feige threw out so much stuff on an interview about he can't wait to get the X-Men characters. He can't wait to get... they were talking might be Fantastic Four coming in first.
Oh God, again!
But casting it right this time, if you think about it, because they do it better. But they might not.
Need a good X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Need a really good X-Men movie. Maybe the Sentinel movie with Bishop and all that might be.
So are you thinking like cameo, bringing in the Fantastic Four into an X-Men movie, and then like transitioning us into it being acceptable because they're actually cool enough?
No, the only time you need the Fantastic Four is when everything breaks out and goes to hell.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, you stop and think about it, really? What makes them so fucking fantastic?
Just read Richard's brain, pretty much. That's about it.
Yeah. Richard's is smart. Ben is strong. The Invisible Woman go invisible, and Fires, whatever. They're not really that great.
Well, at the end of the day, the other three just kind of keep Reed Richards human.
They've been kind of replaced. Yeah, She-Hulk, Spider-Man. Yeah, those people as a Fantastic Four before.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. I don't really care. I just never really liked the comic either, so I don't know. I'd be fine without the Fantastic Four. To be quite honest with you.
I mean, to be honest, I always felt like Reed was kind of, way too cerebral, not enough humanity, and it's like he would totally side on like the registration issue, registering the mutants. Like he would definitely be the motherfucker who'd be on the side of like, oh, we just need the government to fix everything.
And then you got to think about it. Look at what Michelle Pfeiffer's character said in Ant-Man 2. When Michael Douglas, when they finally got her and they were in the ship, and how he says how the quantum area, the fields, whatever, changes you and everything. That's how they can kind of maybe introduce the X-Men and everything, since he's going time traveling.
I would be interested. I would be interested in seeing a reinterpreted Fantastic Four. I would be interested in seeing a Reed Richards that's maybe more like Sherlock Holmes, like as far as like played by Benedict Cumberbatch, like a different kind of like he's a bit of a sociopath, but he isn't just like mindlessly believing in this idealistic bullshit of like centralization and government. What if he's a little more the opposite? What if he's a little more renegade? Nice. Reed Richards that's been through some shit.
Wow, we're going alternate universe now.
See, that would be interesting.
It's like the only downfall is you can't use Benjamin Cumberbatch.
No, obviously not. No, because he's Doctor Strange. But I'm just saying, like in the characters wise.
Now, speaking of that, Endgame, they make you think that Captain Marvel is going to be the save all he all. I got a strange feeling it's going to be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's going to be the big thing factor of it because he was in the quantum field, and he's going to go into one of those time.
Ant-Man is the one, but it wasn't Scott Lang. It's freaking Michael Douglas's character is supposed to be the one doing this.
Yeah, but he's told.
I don't know, man. I'm excited for Endgame. I want to see what's going to happen with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting.
I don't know where they're going to go where from there. But you talked about Kang that one time.
Yeah.
And Kang may play a part in this one.
Yeah, and now get this. This is, I don't know if this is messed up for being because it's Marvel and how it is. They waited to see how well Aquaman was going to do to think about if they're going to do Namor.
Huh. Well, if okay, so after Infinity War,
I don't want to see that stupid fuck. Little fishy things on his feet. Fuck that guy. Fuck Namor.
But he was really good.
He can swim in the water. Oh, it's alcohol. I'm gonna die now. If they do that, they need to break out the chameleon. You remember that episode, The 7 Little Superheroes? That was like the best Spider-Man and Friends cartoon episode. That's the only time I like Namor. And look, I can fly. No, you can't fly. The little wings ain't gonna fucking fly you. No, I don't want to see fucking Namor.
I mean, it would be nice if they would actually go from Ultimate Universe to Golden
That's
Age.
the Ultimate game.
That would be wonderful, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Ultimate game. At least when Aquaman rode his fucking seahorse, spoilers, it was a badass seahorse. It had fangs, bro. Hell yeah. This no hell no.
Well, you know they're going to reinterpret it.
Who the fuck's gonna play Namor? Fucking Zac Efron?
Well, who knows?
I mean, he's got to have
Rock. It could be
no,
Rock.
he's got to have a flat head and like a bowl cut, and he's got to look like a.
But it's Disney. It's going to be Rock.
He's got to look Italian.
It's going to be Dwayne Johnson.
It's got to be Italian. It's going to be John Barenthal. What are you talking about?
Oh wow! Wow!
Now it's going to be the kid. Crazy. It's going to be the kid that plays Coral from The Walking Dead. No, man. You know what it's going to be? I can tell you right now. It's going to be Daryl. He's going to be the new Namor.
Wow. That would be crazy.
No, I don't want to see that shit. He's going to ride a bicycle.
Yeah, but you said that about Aquaman. Let's think here. Let's take a step back, Miguel. You said that about Aquaman, too.
Look, I hate Namor more than I fucking hate Aquaman. Where the fuck is the Merman movie? That's what I want to know.
Oh. It's already been greenlit, too. They're redoing Master of the Universe.
Yeah, who's playing He-Man?
Don't know yet. They just getting the script ready.
I hope it's better than. I mean, I'm not a fan of the first one, but it was okay. It was all right. It had its moments, but it's just not. It's just I just like this is ridiculous. But
the fucking cosmic key.
Well, and then the question is like, is it going to be the whole like image? What are they trying to project? Are they going to try to take the easy way out?
Is it going to be the gay haircut one, or is it going to be the long-haired Dolph Lundgren?
Are they going to try to make it? Are they going to try to go the easy way out and make it really comedy action, or are they going to try to take it in a direction of making it kind of serious, like where it's actually like, can we actually see these characters as being cool? You know,
He-Man was never really. I mean, it was serious, but he was always making smart-ass jokes or smart during the cartoon. So I think you have to stick with that formula. But you can go dark with it. I mean, Skeletor did get close to really winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the He-Man Christmas movie is a good one. They should do that movie. Live action.
Yeah.
Did you ever see
Christmas?
You know what I didn't know? And it's on Netflix? She-Ra.
Oh, yeah. Whatchamacallit talked about that. He says good.
He did?
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. Is it Steve Orlando or Matt Frank? I think one of those guys said it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Hey, all I know is Godzilla's coming, and it looks fucking great.
Oh,
and there's going to be more than, I think there's going to be more than just Godzilla, Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. I think Anguirus is in there. Anguirus, and I forgot who else is in it.
Did you know on Netflix you got Godzilla 3?
I already saw it.
The cartoon?
Mm-hmm. I already saw it.
Was it good? I didn't see it yet.
It was pretty good. It's not your normal thing. King Ghidorah was a different entity, the way they portrayed it, but it was pretty awesome. And then Harawa does some shit at the end. You're like, yeah, I know why he did what he did. It's fucked up. I'm
probably going to check it out tomorrow.
Yeah. Can I tell you something about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Harawa has connections to Ghidorah.
Oh, really?
You'll see that's why he does what he does at the end. Kind of. So they don't really explain too well, but the God-loving people, they're evil, just as evil as the Balsalito guys. They just behind the scenes sneaky. That's all. Yeah, and you knew that shit. Anytime you have a vigilante priest type of psycho, there's a Jones shit about to happen. Let's drink the Kool-Aid. So, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty nice. I thought it was a good ending to it. It's like, wow.
Leave it open again for another one?
With different people.
Different people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the Netflix Godzilla ones, the first, second, and the third, totally different take of what we ever saw of Godzilla.
Yeah, Earth. They left Earth. They came back to Earth because it was a small Godzilla. He ran them off. The Earth went to shit, right? They left. They came back and they saw Godzilla, and everything. Earth completely changed. Animals and creatures started looking like Godzilla, like forms of Godzilla, like they were flying pterodactyls that looked like Godzilla. It was really weird. And then the Earth, they used what was the thing they used for nanobites to make Mechagodzilla City?
Yeah.
I forgot, some other kind of form. But then they fight a Godzilla who they beat, and they think that's the Godzilla they beat, and he's a little bitch. The new one that comes out is like 300 meters tall. It's like way bigger than this one.
Oh, wow.
He's the original, and he's even more badass.
Dang.
And just like Shin Godzilla, he sleeps when he uses all his power. He goes to sleep, and then he wakes up again.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was different. It was The way he charges his power and how it makes everything around him go crazy. It was an interesting take. I'll say that.
A little more over the top.
Yeah, but it was good. It was the way they brought it out, the way they showed it to you, the way they talked about it, how it was, and why it was doing it. It was good. And yeah, the Earthlings. You had the Bull Solito, which were like aliens, right? And you had the other aliens. Like, I can't think of who they are.
I thought they were like kind of like nanobots or whatever.
Yeah, they're like I forgot.
Manufactured humans.
Yeah, so they're also they're fucking evil. You find out they're responsible for a lot of shit that happens.
So,
but King Ghidorah, it's not even in our own realm.
Wow,
he's coming from a different realm.
Huh?
And he's fucking Godzilla up because Godzilla can't touch him.
Damn. Oh, so it's higher
weird,
dimensional.
It's some weird shit, yeah. Until they finally
strange theory.
They finally figure some shit out, and it's fucked up, man. There's some dark moments in this one.
Nice.
Check it. Like I said,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I was pretty pleased with it. I was like, that's not bad. Not bad ending. I'll give you that.
So they're kind of going more like almost plausible sci-fi as opposed to fantasy sci-fi.
I just don't know in this new Godzilla because apparently, the I was going to tell you. In all the movies, Mothra has a connection to somebody, always. It's like Gamera, the turtle, always has a connection to somebody. Well, Mothra has a connection to somebody in the movie. You want me to tell you who it is? I can already tell you who it's connected to. Yeah, if you've already seen the trailer, you'll know who it is.
Okay, who is it?
You know who he's connected to, Rick?
Who is it?
It's one of the actresses in the movie. Her character is connected to Mothra.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Yep, 11. 11 has a connection to Mothra.
Wow, dang.
I had a feeling it was going to be there.
And then Godzilla, Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra, and Gyarus. They haven't kind of told you if they're going to team up together or they're all fighting to be dominant. So I don't know if Mothra's going to attack Godzilla afterwards or Rodan's going to attack first or how the hell it's going to go down. They haven't making you think there's going to be an all-out battle. Winner takes all.
I think that's what it is.
But if that's the case, this is American made. So, dude, they can't let Godzilla can't lose. He can't. He's got to fight Kong. So Mothra's not going to win.
No.
And or maybe she will. But again, is she going to have her stinger? Is she going to have her glowing power? Is she going to have a laser? What the fuck are we going to do with her?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed with that approach because I feel like it would be better if they followed more of the Dragon Ball Z model and they just have one more powerful opponent after the next and you get more of a build-up and you get more excitement. Whereas when they just do it's a free-for-all, and like he rises to the top, it's disappointment because
Godzilla's the strongest of those of Mothra and Rodan, honestly. Mothra has been able to beat him before, but as a cocoon. King Ghidorah is Godzilla's equal when you across the spectrum. And you would think Mechagodzilla and all the other ones and Destroyer would be stronger, but no, King Ghidorah is the other official alpha male. But then you go with Kong. So what the fuck? Make up your goddamn mind.
Yeah. See, they should follow more of a ladder.
But again, the way this Godzilla is being portrayed in the first one, and now in this probably the second one, he's not going to be a bad guy in the third one. Or how the hell is he going to go bad? When Kong fought Godzilla the first time back in the day, Kong was the good guy and Godzilla was the bad guy. Godzilla came out and wanted to kill everything. But these movies are in a trilogy, so the story is going with when Godzilla here, now we know Godzilla's here, now all of a sudden there's door monsters now, and we saw them in the cave, and so now they're all going to be there, so it makes you think, here's what people are thinking. People are thinking Mothra and Godzilla are going to team up to take on Rodan and Ghidorah. Where instead of Ghidorah having Gigan, he's going to have Rodan. And then I think Mothra's going to die in the movie, and it's going to leave Godzilla versus Ghidorah. And I think then I don't know how they're going to make that transition where Godzilla is going to be a bad guy and Kong's going to be the good. I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, maybe they're going to toe more of the...
Or they're going to fight together.
That's what I told you. I bet you they're going to first see each other. They're going to start fighting each other. Maybe another monster that's strong have to team up and they have to take out.
That would be an interesting thing if they brought in Mechagodzilla then. Like aliens or whatever. Or maybe Destroyer.
Yeah. Because Destroyer is supposed to be in it. Thing.
That would make sense.
That'd be interesting. Now, I know you see things and you saw the things shaking out the dirt. So that's Anguirus, isn't it? And there was rumors that Anguirus is in it. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited about it, period. It's a Godzilla movie. Braden's on board. I can't wait for Pacific Rim 3 if they decide to make that. So, yeah. And, of course, there's that whole bullshit about Pacific Rim crossing over Godzilla and doing that, too. But that stalled. They stopped that. They stopped talking about that.
No kaijus.
Yeah, Kaiju get his ass whooped. Godzilla will burn him and slap him in his tail. So yeah, so that's
That's basically the news I have. Is there anything else I want to throw in there? I mean,
other than the fact that, hey, we're back, guys. It is 2014.
14.
It is.
Hey!
We're back. Back to 2014.
Fuck all y'all. That damn juice. It's 2019. We're glad to be back. I know this is a little rough for our first episode. We're figuring things out, working things out, getting things set up, making new inroads, trying to go bigger and better. I don't really have much except we hopefully locked down a new sponsor going into the new year.
Yeah. I mean, sorry we lost Joseph, but he's still a good friend with us.
Yeah, and we'll be there. We'll still be going there and bullshit and everything else. The chances that maybe we'll get Tanks or somebody else to take over completely, which is fine. We here at Critical Thinking are going to hold anything against him. Rat bastard. But in case you want to know one last time, you can go to Uncanny Comics located on Avenue I in Rosenberg, Texas, where you can pick up anything you want, comic books and all that wonderful stuff. Also go down to Southwest Freeway where you can go to Tanks Paintball, because remember there, you can shoot everybody in the ass and it's perfectly legal. And also go online at TokyoMunchies.ticktail.com and buy some Tokyo Munchie stuff, or go to Japan Ramen Box and order some noodles.
And then hopefully we'll try these out. Miguel tried one already, said it was really good. And,
it's really good. I enjoyed it.
And we'll come back and give you a little bit of review on what we said on some of these tastes.
Like, what happened to Rick? Rick's dead. He had the wrong one.
The wrong one.
He didn't cook the blowfish enough.
Yeah, but we'll be changing our format a little bit. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. So, it's a new year, so we're going to try to get things packaged to you guys in a way that, might suit some of the listeners a little bit better, categories and topics that are going to apply to you. So if you're interested in the indie people, you can check out the indie episodes. If you're interested in the movie news, you can check out the movie episodes. Things are going to be done a little bit differently, so be a little more spread out through the week, and you'll be able to hear the best parts of Critical Thinking, the things you love most.
Also, like I said earlier in the Periscope, we will definitely have more guests eventually down the road once we get everything figured out. Jesus wants to come on, the heavy metal band guy, Devil's
Adversary.
Kevin Goatee wants to come back on again, talk about his Amazon show. So we have a few people waiting in the wings. We just got to get everything set up before we can do that. So you'll just have to suffice with us three.
Yeah.
A lot of dick and fart jokes.
Yeah. But like I said, hopefully our new setup is going to be a little bit more mobile, so we'll be more on site with a lot of people.
Yeah, and if everything goes the way we want it to go, we'll actually have 2 recorders. Chances are we might be doing crazy shits. We might be doing some weird things. I may have it with me when I'm taking a shit.
I'm not going to give it to Miguel.
Whether or not that gets published, we'll see.
I'm in here and this deuce won't come out. Get out of me, Satan.
That's our show for this evening. Y'all just happy for 2009 and how we're going to go?
2009.
Wow, man, we keep going back further.
Welcome to
1995.
There we go.
I was like, 4 years old. Because you went, 19, you went to 14, that's 5 years.
Yeah.
I went 5 years to 2004, so he's got to go 5 more years.
What we do promise is we'll be funnier, and Sean's going to do leg day. For your boy, this is Miguel.
Sean the Irishman.
This is Rick. We out.
Hey guys, you can connect with us on iTunes
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
and Twitter
At critic_thinking.
and also on Facebook and Instagram.
At Critical Thinking Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Critical Thinking is on Beyond the Dawn Radio, which is known for playing the best indie radio music around the world.
On Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central Time.
And if you like the show, please 5-star the episode and tell your friends. So thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.